Everyone, welcome to the beginning of the semester and these first activities that are going to be required before anything else happens in the course. So you want to do this particular discussion board in week 1. Pay no attention to this date. Now, this is under modules. This is the first module under First Things First. And let's look at this discussion board post together. Remember, in the whole class, there are only 3 discussion boards, and they are important. This one will give you an opportunity to really use the resources available to you, which are your fellow students. So this particular posting has to do with the final exam. I know you think, oh my goodness, we're already talking about the final exam. Yes, we are. The final exam is a very creative project, and after studying literature, film, poetry, and so forth all semester, you're going to have an opportunity to write a story of your own, which will demonstrate your understanding of those concepts that you have studied in the course. So we want to start the semester by immediately selecting your image for your final exam project. And that image is located right here. Let's open it and look at it together. Here it is, and this is all you need to do for right now, is this part of Module 9. So you can see all these images that are located here. As you scroll down the images, find one that inspires you to write a story. You look at this image and you can just form the idea of characters doing something and creating a story around this. There are quite a few images, and you're going to pick one that you like. Now, once you select the picture that you like, and I know that's going to take a minute or two, that's going to look at it, take a minute to think about it. You have the whole week to make a decision. When you do, create a desktop folder that's called Final Exam and put that picture in there. Now, throughout the week, you're going to do some Google search or search Flickr or whatever resources you want and find some additional pictures that relate to that image that you selected. And you're going to come back here and you're going to create a post in the discussion board. Here's the one that I've posted. You can take a look at that. So here's what I said. Let's pretend that on the list this picture existed. So I'm writing a note to my fellow classmates, and I say it's me. I picked this image for my essay, and I decided that this inspired me to write the story about one particular rodeo clown named Charlie Patterson. And I went through, and y'all, it took me a long time to find his picture because I didn't like some of them. I looked them up, I spent some time, and I found a picture of a character that I just want to know more about. I want to create more about this character. And then I decided that I want to kind of build it around this girl that just adores him and always has. So I'm starting to formulate a story. But here's the thing. I know that in this classroom there are men and women that I can ask questions and get some suggestions because I don't know what makes people tick. I'm creating this character from scratch. So I start by going to the discussion board and asking the guys in the class a couple questions. And I'm hoping that some of the guys in the class will reply to my questions and give me some feedback and some answers. And I'm going to take those answers and I'm going to put them in my file folder that I created on the desktop. And so it's going to go all semester. I have a couple questions for the girls too about this darling girlfriend that I'm creating. Now I know this is an online course and you're going to be communicating with each other using online discussion boards. In addition to that, If you are on campus, you are free to meet up over the semester and share your ideas with each other about this project that you're creating. So you have lots of options of ways to communicate. What I need to be able to measure in order to give you credit is the discussion posts that you both create, read, and respond to. And this is the way that you start creating your own thread about your topic. You can see the one that I've created, and you are free to come back and give me suggestions, because I tell you what, I've been writing this novel for a long time, and I'm still not sure I know the answer to these questions. And that's kind of the fun of creating your own narrative story, is that questions come up. Why would he do that? Why would she do this? And the resource available to you right here and now are the other wonderful people in this class. So to reply back to me, hit this reply, and that, tell me what you think. Remember that you're going to create your file folder, add the image that you've selected, find other images that you initially find. You may change your mind later on based on some of the information and input you get from other students. But you can easily add images by using this particular method. I think you know, but I'm going to show you anyway. When I click that initial reply to start my post, I can create my content here. I can insert media if I want to. But again, remember, other students are studying, so you don't want to include a 2-hour YouTube tutorial. You want to put pictures for them to see and information and questions that you want them to answer. To embed the image like you saw I did there, you click this, and for your resources, you can go to Flickr and you can find images there. Or you can do as I did and find images on the internet and paste the URL for that here, write a little description and update, and that will add that image to your post. I think it's a good idea to let students know which initial image you selected and what ideas you have as you go through the process. And so, as I want to remind you real quick, there are only 3 discussion boards in this entire course. And you can make as much of those as you want or as little of those as you want. I know I have specific feelings and opinions about discussion boards, and I think they work really well when students are involved and are offering something to the conversation, bring something to the table. So when you're posting about your topic for this final exam project, ask questions of the class. And when you read someone else's topic idea and their proposal, answer them. Give them your ideas. It's a wonderful interactive method of communication, using your class members as valuable resources. And again, if you're lucky enough to be on campus, plan a time to meet up at the library and discuss your ideas in person if you want to. But remember, I need to be able to measure and give credit to you based on the posts that you create here in the discussion board. Remember to watch out for that spelling. Make sure you proofread what you've written. Check your spelling content. Go with Grammarly or whatever device you want to use so that people can understand what you're writing. Don't write like you text. Write informal sentences that people can understand. And that concludes this tutorial for the First Things First discussion board for the final essay project.